Ball game.
What's good, everybody? We are back. We are here to talk about the end of the trade deadline. It is Thursday around 11 p.m. And Omar, we're here to talk. We're here to grade. We're here to see how we feel about all these trades. Sadly, as a Miami Heat fan, my camera's acting crazy, but we're going to ignore that. As the Miami Heat fan, the only team in the East, and then out of 4 teams that did not make moves, we're the only ones that are not like a top 4 team in the conference, which blows my mind. Couldn't get the Giannis, couldn't get Morant. We're gonna go into the moves now that have not been made.
Yeah, I mean, also, we're out here in the 407 rolling with the power friendship. We paid to trade away Tyus Jones. And Orlando's legally forced to sign someone out of the buyout market. I would like Mike Conley. I would like Chris Middleton would be amazing. But we'll see. Jace Richardson's free. Unleash Jace. He played decently well tonight against Brooklyn. We just beat the hell out of Brooklyn. Shout out Jay Suggs. Triple-double.
Damn. All right.
We'll take those.
I think you're going to take Cam Thomas and you're going to be happy with him.
Please no. I do want to say the reason we didn't do an all-star videos because I personally never brought it up. I don't care. I think all-stars. The voting this season really pissed me off. We snubbed Trae Young so many years. We snubbed LaMelo so many years. And I was okay with the decision with not putting an all-star game because their teams were ass. And that's fine. And Pascal Siakam, there's no disrespect. Pascal Siakam is an all-star caliber player. But you are the 14th seed in the Eastern Conference.
Yes.
What are we doing? I'll leave it there. Also, my bad. The glare. I'm blind. I need to see the screen.
We got trades to talk about. Before we talk about the trades, though, we're going to talk about the people who blue-balled.
Shout out the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis.
Bro,
all the guys, all the teams that wanted to trade for James Harden, that wanted to trade for this, that, or the other, but stayed in talks with the Bucks for the hopes of getting Giannis. What are we doing? Like, to a certain point, we've been doing this for, it feels like 2 to 3 years, where is Giannis finally going to force himself out of Milwaukee? Is Milwaukee finally going to field offers for Giannis? And then for like 4 days, it seemed like the writing was on the wall. Here we go. And now we have to wait until the offseason. At this point, personally, I'm not buying into any rumors that come out until I see that breaking Giannis has been traded.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. The Heat were victims of this. Whoa, immediately, they're asking for it, but no, the Bucks were not serious. The front office was just window shopping. They wanted to see what was out there, completely ruining poor Golden State's chance of even getting anybody reliable. We'll talk about who they ended up with, but we're gonna have to see, because I think a lot of the reporters were talking about it, where it's the Bucks want to build around Giannis by tanking. Giannis will not sit on the bench if he is healthy. That is not the type of player he is. And if they have to sit down and have that talk with him of, hey, yeah, we got to tank so that way we can get good players for you. If I'm a player that wants to win now, I'm not staying for that. But he doesn't want to be the bad guy. He wants to be the good guy that is forced to be traded and isn't the one that's saying, I want to be traded.
I mean, lucky for Milwaukee, he's not healthy in their ass. So hopefully this works out for them. I do want to give credit. I don't want to say the same for John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
They traded. We'll get to Jaren Jackson. And talking about Miami, did you see the trade package that Miami did not want to do?
The thing is, right? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with them rejecting. Obviously, I wanted a trade. Dude, they're asking for too much. John Morant cost a lot of money. Yeah, I'm alright with it. He was
Rozier of first and one of Hawkins and Khalil Ware. Yeah. That is too much for John Morant. Y'all don't play Khalil Ware.
Hey man, I'm okay with it. We can get now. They're stuck with
Tyler Hero.
They were gonna keep
a backcourt of Tyler Hero and John Morant would be nasty.
I'm okay with it. If the thing is, in the end, if they're looking for that well, they're gonna keep looking for that well. So I don't think Morant was gonna be anything crazy. People like everybody and their mother, every team was saying, yeah, well, like if you want us to take Morant, you got to give us more stuff. So why would we give them stuff for that?
No, that's fine. I get it. But if you're Pat Riley and you have like struck out on every other damn star for the past decade, damn near, and they're asking for is someone that was dealing with the FBI, one first rounder, and someone that can't crack the rotation because Spo has a deal with Khalil Ware. Who cares?
But we're gonna have the same issue of not having it. Like Bam is not good at center by himself. Obviously, Khalil Ware, his minutes. Hey man, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I think they're asking for too much. If they would have asked the Dream just for like a first round pick, then I would have been. And like our ideal was Samuel Fontecchio and the criminal. Send them out and give us Morant. That's it. We wanted to lowball them, man. We ended up being the thing is it's not like we're gonna get any worse. We're always just gonna be in the middle of a play-in team. That's just gonna be our fate until they decide whether to just realize that it's not working, and they're not gonna realize that. So
I guess I suppose.
I mean, the thing is, no other team, like every other team, had to also been thinking that it was unreasonable what the Memphis Grizzlies were asking for.
But that's fine. I felt personally, again, I'm not a Heat fan, so like I guess I see it differently from an outsider looking in. But we just watched the Washington Wizards put on a masterclass of buying low on stars, and I felt like the talent of what John Morant can be, it was worth the risk of sending out someone that doesn't play one singular first, and he beat the charges. I don't want to call him a criminal, but someone that was dealing with the FBI all year.
That's fair.
And Terry Rozier.
I mean, for the Heat wise, as a Heat fan, the biggest issue I have is keeping Andrew Wiggins and not getting value for him, not getting those picks. But I don't know. It's that same story every single year of we can make it with the team when they're healthy. Oh, we can do it. Let us get healthy, and it's
all right. Let's talk about the deals that did happen.
We can do with Memphis if we want, or do you want to go in order of date? Up to you.
Just so we don't lose track of any deals, let's just go in order. So, before a couple of days ago, the Cleveland Cavaliers struck, and they traded it away, DeAndre Hunter, for Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder, essentially. Dario Saric was involved somewhere, ended up with Chicago, but the main deal was they traded away DeAndre Hunter for Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder. I absolutely love this for Cleveland. I guess we should. We can. They saved a lot of. Yeah. They got under the tax line, I believe. Mm-hmm. So it makes them to deal easier. DeAndre Hunter did not play that well in the playoffs last year, and Keon Ellis, for whatever reason, couldn't play Sacramento. I guess that should tell you he is a good ass player. I love Keon Ellis. I wanted Keon Ellis at the deadline. Mm-hmm. Dennis Schroeder is also. We saw him with Detroit last year. He made plays.
He is a bad back, like as in like he's a really, really, really
one of the elite backup point guards in this league.
Bro. Yep, 100% agree.
Backing up James Harden and Donovan Mitchell as the third guard, what he was able to do for Kit is exactly what he's going to do in Cleveland, and I love this for Cleveland so much.
I guess since we mentioned it also, just since you just threw it up there, the James Harden.
Do you want to say anything for Sacramento in terms of getting DeAndre Hunter?
I mean,
I'll say I like they finally took a swing on someone that's not 34 and was nasty and elite superstar 5 years ago. I want to say that. Shout out to Sacramento. Okay. I think you're a fool for not playing Keon Ellis. You know what? I'm just so sick of Sacramento. Also.
That was gonna say. So the thing is, like talking about Sacramento is like talking about looking at a sinking ship and they're trying to save as much as they can, but it's still sinking.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we should talk about it now. The swap of James Harden.
Bro, the blockbuster out of nowhere, out of left field. James Harden going, I want out. Like.
So you don't believe a word that James Harden said?
What do you mean?
That James Harden stated that he did not ask for a trade.
mean,
the Clippers ran it by him that he could be traded, so they worked with him to find a destination. But James Harden did not come out and say, "I want out."
Hard to believe him.
I will say,
From his track record.
I will say, I personally never took any of James Harden's trade requests like outlandish. I thought they were all fair, and I kind of believe him based on what the Clippers did afterwards.
Okay, that's completely fair.
I think if you're Cleveland, I guess you don't no longer trust Darius Garland to be healthy because you traded someone that's damn near
36, 30 something.
30.
Mid 30s.
Darius Garland's, I know Harden's 36. Garland's like 26, 27.
Yeah.
So it's like you're looking at a 10 years older, and it's like you have to win now. You did this to appease Donovan Mitchell, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think James Harden's a better playmaker than Darius Garland. I trust James Harden more in a playoff series than Darius Garland.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, they're damn near on the same level. James Harden is a very good team defense. He's not good on ball, especially now in his older age, but his basketball IQ is so high.
Mm-hmm.
Team defense, especially with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley behind them, shouldn't be that big of a problem. If you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, you now have a very small window to get it done. And adding Keon Ellis, adding Dennis Schroeder, adding James Harden. This is the Cleveland Cavaliers got a lot better, and I want to say I believe this is the team that's coming out of the Eastern Conference.
I will say I hope they make it somewhere near, but I need to see the fit. I feel like both guards, Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, very much need the ball in their hands. So I would like to see first how they fit, because sometimes you can add a player and it can sometimes hurt more the rhythm that the team was in than help them. But James Harden is a superstar, all-star. He's great. So maybe he's just a plug-in. He's one of those players that you can just plug in anywhere and he'll work. But
I'll say James Harden worked next to Kyrie and KD. If it wasn't for injuries, that team probably would have won a ring. I saw Harden play well next to Maxey and Embiid. I've seen Harden do it. And I know Donovan Mitchell needed help in the backcourt, responsible with someone that can remain healthy. So I want to say that duo in the backcourt can get it done.
But we've also seen Harden actually shit the bed in playoff games too. So
if we're gonna be
same flip coin, I'm just saying.
If we're gonna be completely honest, those playoff series, Harden was never supposed to win anyways. Let's remember who he lost to.
I'm just saying, like we've seen both sides of 50-point game, but then game 7 we got 6 points.
Well, and again, Donovan Mitchell's that guy. Donovan Mitchell is that guy.
Correct, but Embiid was an MVP. I'm just that.
There was no ball handler elite as Donovan Mitchell on those Sixers teams, and I don't need Harden. Listen, I don't need Harden to be that elite scorer in playoff time. I prefer Donovan Mitchell to be the number one option that way, and Harden to be that elite playmaker to get the most that he can out of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, especially Evan Mobley.
There, I will agree with you. So what I'm hearing is A+ trade deadline for Cleveland Cavaliers.
I absolutely. I think that for the trade deadline completely, I believe the Cleveland Cavaliers got an A+. I love the risk that they took. I love it when teams go for swing for the fences and try to get a championship, because it's not easy to win in the NBA. Yeah. And anytime a team goes for it, I can never fault them.
Okay, all right. I do agree with you. This 100% did make them a lot more of favorites. I just need to see the fit. But after I see some of the games that they play together, I could be singing a completely different tune. So going from there, we're going to go to... do we want to go to the Memphis Grizzlies with Mr. Triple J?
Woo!
Bro.
Listen, the Utah Jazz.
Who would have thought?
I love this. Bro. I love this for the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz are cooking. Yeah. We'll see what Sensabaugh becomes. You got George. You have Ace Bailey. You're probably gonna have a top 5 pick. Probably top 3 for the Jazz. And then you have a front court of Walker Kessler, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Lauri Markkanen. I like this for the Utah Jazz. Yeah. The Memphis Grizzlies also did a great job of getting picks. They did it with Desmond Bane. They now did it again with Jaren Jackson Jr. I really like this a lot. They also got Walter Clayton Jr. and Taylor Hendricks in that deal, so that should be very interesting on how that looks. So like, I'm very interested. This all these deals also made Mike Conley unrestricted free agent. So I hate Orlando. Give Mike Conley a call.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they finally blew it up. I think we briefly mentioned it. Desmond Bane's gone. Triple J's gone. Basically, every single person from the era of when Ja was
We're finding the West
face of the league. And
that era, we're finding the West era.
But he stayed on the team. Like, kind of feel bad.
He'll be traded in the offseason. At that point, there's no point in keeping Ja Morant.
Correct. Yes, but also it's just more of the sense of like you really. It's one of those things where it's like you're gonna he could poison the youth, if that makes any sense. It's like,
I mean, there's like 39, especially for them. You got 39 games left. Just
yeah, it is only 4 months. We're all being real. It's like,
and it's easier to make deals during the offseason than the trade deadline.
Correct.
So it's like
because there's more of like expectations of where your picks are landing and stuff like that. But
plus, like teams get an extra year of picks that they could trade, so it makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
I do want to say, I hate the 76ers so much.
All right, before we're really interrupted, why do we hate the Philadelphia 76ers?
They're a bunch of cheap bastards over there. Listen, so Paul George gets suspended, which is unfortunate. Hate to see Paul, especially as he was starting to feel it together. But because of Paul George's suspension, the Sixers were able to save a lot of money. Now, because they're able to save a lot of money, they were extremely close to getting under the luxury tax line. And what did they do? Not only did the Clippers basically tank out the rest of the year, a year that the Thunder owned their first round pick, the Sixers said, here, Jared McCain, that was rookie of the year last year before he got hurt. Here you go, Papa. Here you go.
Yeah.
I come on, man.
The OKC is gonna be a dynasty, brother. I hope you were ready for it. I've been talking about it since last year. They're just giving him players. They're giving him better players. They're like, hey, OKC, I know you just won a championship, but here's Jared McCain, guys. I know you needed more. Like,
and it's like, bro, Embiid. This is probably the best shot you had at winning it all in years. Paul George was cooking. Maxey has become him. Embiid looks healthy. VJ Edgecombe looks like the Sixers finally got the guard next to Maxey. That backcourt looks great. You needed McCain to get healthy and start to ramp up.
No.
And all you have to do is make a move. You still had Kelly Oubre and to bolster the bench unit. And you trade away McCain for nothing? Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Hey, man, I will say the 76ers just do not know how to manage their young players. It has to be, right? It has to be something. They just don't want it. They're like, let's make the process as long as we can.
It's infuriating to be completely honest with you. But I guess we can move on. I don't want to do OKC.
So we did skip over though, Jaden Ivey going to
the Bulls did a lot. Listen, the Bulls did a lot.
The Bulls did do a lot. I can't tell though if they're blowing it up or if they're having a guard off.
I like what the Bulls did. The Bulls, they traded away everyone. Kobe White's gone. Ayo Dosunmu's gone.
Vucevic.
Vucevic. We'll get to Vuce. I hate the Bulls. I like what they did. They got a lot of guards. They got Ivy. They got so many. They got. I'm just gonna go through this. They got Ousmane Dieng, Colin Sexton. They got They signed Mike McClung. Shout out them.
Yeah.
Mike Conley, who they waived, and you're right, Jaden Ivey, Dario Saric. Am I missing anyone? Plus, with their plethora of guards,
They do be good. They have a warehouse. They are the warehouse of.
Josh Giddey's still on the roster. Trey Jones is still on the roster. Anthony Simons is on the roster.
Oh yeah, yes. A lot of guards, bro. The other guard city.
It's very interesting in an aspect of I get it. honestly, what the Bulls are doing, this is what we've been asking them to do.
Yes.
Basically, they're gonna use the rest of the season and pick the guard that they want. I expect it to be Josh Giddey, and then they can choose. I expect Josh Giddey and Ivy to be the backcourt of the future, and then the backups, Colin Sexton might be that third guard off the bench with Dennis Schroeder for Cleveland. We'll see what happens there. But I like that a lot for what Chicago has done. I'll take it if I'm the Bulls.
Yeah, better than being a playing team every year. So, got to give it to them.
Hey, that's what Vooch said. Vooch said he's tired of playing in the play-in tournament. He's tired of playing Miami every year.
True.
Which I thought it was funny. Okay. So I guess we should talk about it. The Boston Celtics have acquired Nikola Vucevic.
Y'all. They moved. I feel like they managed to do things. So how you liking the fit?
Logically or emotionally?
Let's do logically first.
I love the fit for the Boston Celtics. I especially if whether or not Jason Tatum comes back. I hope Jason Tatum does not come back. I think it would be a foolish mistake if Jason Tatum comes back. Again, I don't know his body. I don't know how he is doing in his recovery. But I think it would be very foolish. Someone that did not have a training camp, someone that has not had no ramp up, to all of a sudden come back in April, May, a couple games before playoff time. You're asking for him to get re-injured. But in a world, whether it's next year or that Tatum comes back this year, Nikola Vucevic provides passing, he provides floor spacing, he provides post-game play. And the Boston Celtics are still third in the East without Jason Tatum. Yeah. The Celtics 8 with this trade. I love this for the Celtics. How do you feel about it?
I mean, they don't want to die, dude. And that's the most upsetting part. But it's good for them. They're preparing the best team they can for when Tatum comes back. Hopefully, again, does not come back too early. If he comes back, I would like to see him come back healthy. But dude, they're doing exactly what they need to do, which is just get better.
It's and then for the Bulls, listen, I get we kicked your ass in that trade. I get we got Franz Wagner and Wendell Carter Jr. out of Vucevic. And y'all had a good half a year where y'all were elite, and y'all have been horrible for the past 3 years. You had to send my boy. You couldn't have sent him anywhere else. I would have rooted for him in Golden State. Honestly, you could have sent him to back up Jared Allen in Cleveland. You could have sent him to New York. It's some type of deal. You could have sent it anywhere. But the damn Boston Celtics. Really?
Yep. No mercy, bro. No mercy. That's the thing, right? It's just that every team got better in the East. Like,
but us, huh? But us.
But the Florida guys, they said we're okay. We don't need to. Like,
we have power.
We have friendship. We have power. Like, I don't know what they have. We have the ability to get out of the play-ins to get booted in the freaking first round. That's what we have. Other than that, we can talk about. I don't know if you're still looking at because I realized on that website that we use it doesn't have everything. We can also talk about the Warriors really quick. They missed out on Giannis, but guess who they got?
Porzingis.
Honestly, Tingus, baby.
Listen, I think it's funny that Jonathan Kuminga is not going to start for the Atlanta Hawks. He's not better than Jalen Johnson, and I don't think Atlanta's going to give up on Richard Shea that easily. It's quite funny, but in terms of getting Porzingis, listen, I feel so bad for Porzingis. Like his medical, and it's serious. It's no joking. I think what Kendrick Perkins said is out of pocket. Like that's not something he can control.
Yeah.
If he can get right, I love the fit next to Steph Curry.
Yes, but sadly they are in the West.
Let's also be very clear. I believe this is also an expiring deal, so Golden State can very easily also just wash their hands from this during the offseason. But I hope they're able to find a common ground and they are able to give Steph Curry one more contending team before he rides out into the sunset. I guess speaking of guys that really can't stay healthy, Shout out the Washington Wizards. Listen, they traded for Trae Young a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They just got Anthony Davis.
I don't, yeah.
Bro, listen. Trae Young and AD, they're damn near not gonna play, if any, they're in the second half of the year. So Washington's not gonna win many games. Washington could have there's a world where Washington gets the number 1 overall pick. They didn't trade away Alex Sarr. They didn't trade away Keyshawn George. They still have Trey Johnson, Bub Carrington. The Wizards might be that team that's next in the Eastern Conference. The Pistons graduated. The East was looking for that next team. It could very well be the Washington Wizards. Yeah. Now, I will say this. I love what the Wizards looking like, especially what they can do during the offseason. What that draft pick could be, what Trey Johnson becomes, what Alex Sarr continues to become, a front court of AD and Alex Sarr. I just hope this does not become an Anthony Davis, Trae Young, like number 1 and number 2 option. I hope it's like they're connecting pieces that grow with the young core of Washington, not necessarily that you're going to start putting Trey Johnson in a corner or putting Keyshawn George in a corner, not using Alex Sarr after what he's done his sophomore year. Like, I hope this is not what the Wizards do. But with that being said, what the Wizards look like, I'm a big fan of what the Washington Wizards are doing. Yeah, this has been a match.
They're yes, exactly. They somehow pulled off what the Atlanta Hawk fan base wanted them, like the Atlanta front office, to pull off. They just did it better in Washington. And like you said, I think next year when they're all healthy, they're gonna be competitors. There's gonna be a new team in the East that's either gonna be in the play-ins or at least be playoff contenders, and that is something scary to think about. Going from there though, so how are we feeling? Because you did mention it before with the Bulls. Ayo Dosunmu going. I think he went to
Minnesota.
Yeah.
So Minnesota was one of those teams that got screwed over by Milwaukee. I know there was supposed to be there was talks about a deal extending Jaden McDaniels to Minnesota, and I think the pivot to Ayo Dosunmu was amazing. Mm-hmm. I love that for them. A 6'4" guard that is a 3-and-D guy that can score the ball. That's a very good shooter. I love it a lot. Yeah. I think especially also Mike Conley is also a free agent, so they're able to bring back Mike Conley now. Now that he's 2 teams removed, he's legally allowed to go back to Minnesota. I think as a backup guard, that would work out extremely well for Minnesota. I like this a lot for the Timberwolves. Yeah. I guess the last deal we should really talk about is the Clippers trading away Zubac.
Yes, there's that, but also before that, it's kind of like Kobe White went to the Hornets.
Yeah, I really see Kobe White and Colin Sexton as very similar guys. Mm-hmm. So honestly, just a change of scenery. Maybe Kobe White explodes more as a player, or Colin Sexton provides that more edge to what the Bulls want.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, Zubac going to, where did he go again?
The Pacers. Listen, bro, every team in the Eastern Conference but us.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Every team decided, hey, even though we're in a good spot, we should keep getting better.
The Pacers next year, when they get back Tyrese Halliburton next to Zubac, they kept him Nembhard, Pascal Siakam, dog. Shout out the Pacers. The Pacers got a dub at the deadline. They lost Miles Turner. They replaced it with Zubac, a different type of center, still a very elite center. Yeah. You saw what Zubac looked next to James Harden. Count the same for what he could do with Tyrese Halliburton. All right, Andy. Now, I believe those are all the deals.
Yep. I mean, other than that, I think the last one was just Jose Alvarado finally going back to New York, baby.
Yeah, shout out. Somos Bori por acá. So just for me and you, since we didn't do a damn thing at the deadline, let's look at the buyout market.
Sure. You're gonna have to tell me.
I got you. Pat Connaughton in the buyout market.
Okay.
Chris Middleton is in the buyout market. Mike Conley,
Okay.
Chris Paul, Lonzo, and most notably, honestly, which I think is really funny for someone that averaged 24 last year, Cam Thomas, Brooklyn.
It was amazingly sad to just see like 5 minutes after the trade deadline, Cam Thomas waived. Like they really said, I'm done playing with you. We got MPJ now.
It's so like it's such like, I don't want to say travesty, but like it's so interesting what a label can do to you.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Brooklyn was winning a damn thing.
No.
So someone that was able to put the ball, like he hasn't shot the ball well. Let me say this. Cam Thomas, like the label on Cam Thomas, like he's an empty calorie ball hog, and I get it. His shooting percentages this year, the splits have not been good. But it's just funny. Someone else able to average 24 in this league waived.
Yeah.
I guess we should also mention, I guess to end this off, the Lakers did trade away Gabe Vincent for Luke Kennard.
I mean, he's a shooter, so not a great one, but
Kennard?
he's only like a 32%, isn't he? He's doing worse than he did last
Kennard.
season.
Luke Kennard is in the 50-40-90 club, brother.
Okay. I will believe you. I will believe you. I will fact check you here. But yeah.
Luke Kennard only shoots like three threes a game, which is wild for someone that's shooting 49% from three. But it's still 49%. Hey, when you play with LeBron and Luka, yeah, a shooter's a shooter.
That's fair.
And Gabe Vincent, like maybe he should go back to Miami and find his shooting.
That's every single Miami player that leaves us, so it's okay. I've realized that. Even Max Strus, who had some little bit of light, has failed. So just know we have a system that works to make losers good, but when they leave, they're back to being losers.
Well, all right, guys. So that's gonna do it. The deadline was very entertaining,
bro. All week, basically from Monday till today, it was back to back crazy trades, big trades. Yeah. And now we're on to the All-Star game, which you don't really care about too much, but it'll be interesting.
I'm not watching personally. NBA can kick rocks when it comes to the All-Star game. They don't try. It's not entertaining to me anymore. That like exhibition, no one's gonna try. Especially with how the All-Star voting worked is, I'm good. I'll take those couple of days off and not watching basketball. I'll take it.
But yeah, that is basically, we're almost at the half of the season. I don't know if people claim this is the end of the first half, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer to these playoffs, and we're gonna have to give our playoff predictions. We got like 2 months left.
Yeah, May, February, March, April, 3 months ish.
3 months.
I mean, there's still 39 games.
Yeah. Still a lot of games to be played. We're gonna have to see where everybody falls, make our predictions. But yeah, and if anything, nothing really crazy can happen anymore. So this will probably be the last bit for a while, unless we see something that we weren't expecting.
Mm-hmm. A team goes on a winning streak, a team goes on a losing streak, a team falls off. Yeah. Andy, it's looking like me and you back in the play-in tournament.
Every year, baby, we love it there.
I didn't want to be part of the play-in invitational.
Yeah, y'all fell from grace. It's kind of depressing. Give us Detroit. I think we could take him.
I hope Boston climbs to 2. I take Boston in the first round.
I would not want Boston in the first round. They whooping everybody's ass. give me Detroit, baby. Detroit is Detroit still 1? We'll talk about that eventually. But yeah, we will catch you guys on the next one. Again, please like, subscribe, comment, share. We're probably gonna take a little break from the NBA, but we're gonna keep pumping out videos. So yeah, stay tuned.
See you next time.
Peace.